I did not forget about you. I promise. I've been heavily promoting the new book, Hard Conversations, right? And I know that I owe you another character explanation. And so I've come to you to talk about Maxine. Maxine is the last character of the 5 characters in the new book, Hard Conversations, book 2, Over and Over. Again, if you have not gotten your book yet, you can visit bjcommunicates.com and get your book directly from me and my publisher. It is on Amazon and everywhere else, everywhere that online books are sold. But if you want to get it the quickest, head over to bjcommunicates.com. You can get both this book, the new book, Hard Conversations, book 2, Over and Over. You can get the first book, Hard Conversations, book 1, Breadcrumb to the Past. And guess what? You can also get the audio book. So there's an audio book for book 1, and there's an audio book as well for book 2. And so if you have not gotten your book yet, if you're still on the fence about getting your book, I promise you it is a great read that will help you to locate yourself, understand just people and how things can happen in people's lives and it can change them, and how you can survive what you've been through and not just survive it, but thrive through it and find purpose and find meaning, and even have those hard conversations that may be hindering you or holding you back in life. So I just wanted to throw that out there first before we get into talking about Maxine. Maxine is a character in the Hard Conversation series where she is handicapped. Maxine is a person that is in a wheelchair. Right, she is in a wheelchair. She has risen through academia to work in academia, but she has had some things that happen in her life. She was not born handicapped, but she is paralyzed from her waist down. And so she has strived very hard to repair her life. If you want to find out how she was handicapped, then you would have to read Hard Conversations, book 1, Breadcrumbs to the Past, because we covered that in book 1, and now we're continuing her story in book 2. And so Maxine has had to deal with a lot in her life. She has lost a lot. She was a athlete, and she was on her way on a full ride scholarship. And then she had a traumatic event in her life that caused her now to be in a wheelchair. And so she has had to rebuild her life from the bottom up. And now in book 2, Over and Over, she is now at a place where her life is kind of stabilizing, right? She got her a little boo now. She is feeling good about her life. And just when she feels good about her life, the past comes to smack her in the face again. And so she has to determine how she's going to handle her past. How is she going to deal with what she cannot walk away from, roll away from, or whatever? She has to figure out how to deal with this. And though her life is getting better, your life can only go as far as your past will allow you to. And no matter how many miles you travel, no matter how many places we go, we have to address our past. We have to be willing to feel what we feel and get through it. And so in book 2, Over and Over, Maxine finds herself having the best of times and the worst of times all at the same moment. And she comes to face in the book with the person that is the cause of her being in a wheelchair. And she sees them in a different light in book 2. She sees them in a different life, which makes her rethink, reevaluate, and try to figure out, what do I do from this point with this new information that I have gotten? And that's just like us, right? Sometimes we have our opinion of someone and we've made up in our mind who they are and what place they're serving in our life. And we are kind of resistant to knowing anything different, learning anything different, being open to anything different. But oftentimes we figure out, or I would say by a God situation, we will get new information even when we don't want it. And I believe that that's God's mercy and God's grace of letting us see, all right, what are you going to do from here? Now you have this information that you did not want to know. And so you know what I'm asking you to do. You now know what I want you to be open to. And so are you willing to be open to it? Are you willing to deal with it? Or are you going to try to ignore it and keep moving forward? And one of the things that I've learned in life is that if you try to move forward without dealing with it, it'll ruin everything that you have coming forward in your life. And so Maxine is right at that place. Great opportunity. She's finally in a place where she has great relationships and she's letting people into her life. And here comes her past again. challenging her not just to build great things aesthetically, but to get to the root of everything so that she really can have the best life. And that's always the intention of God, I believe, is that whenever he wants us to deal with something, he's asking us to deal with it so that later down the road, it doesn't ruin the life that we've prayed for, that we've asked for, that we say that we're open to. And so we have to deal with the issues of our past in order for it not to come up at the most unopportune moment and ruin everything that God has allowed us to build and everything that he's given us jurisdiction over later on in our life. You can have the biggest house, the best friends, the best spouse. You can have beautiful children. You can have a great career. But I guarantee you that if we don't deal with the issues that have traumatized us, the issues that have shaped us, that have negatively impacted us, at the least moment that we think about it, that past is going to rear its head, and it threatens to ruin everything that we now are enjoying. And so that's who Maxine is. Again, if you want to get the book, just head to bjcommunicates.com. You can get it on Kindle and other places as well. You can get it on Amazon. But if you want to get it the quickest, head over to bjcommunicates.com, click on Buy My Books, and you can get my books, whether you want the ebook, whether you want the hard copy, or if you want the audiobook, because the audiobook, I know there's a lot of people, I do a lot of things on the run. And so if you are a person that likes to listen in your car or at work with some AirPods or Beats by Dre or whatever, earbuds in, then go ahead and get the audiobook. You can get it if you get the audiobook or the ebook. Of course, you get it immediately. If you want to order it, it'll take a couple of days and then it'll come to you directly in the mail. Again, that's bjcommunicates.com. And once you've read the book, or if you get both books and you read both of them, I want your reviews. Head over to Amazon, head over to Apple Books, head over to barnesandnoble.com, and give me your honest review of what you thought of the book, right, and what you want to see next, because the series is not over, right? There is another book that I'm actively conceptualizing about, so that I can give you the conclusions of all these character stories and where they end up in life, right? Hopefully, maybe we'll do a book 3 and then a book 4. But I am currently conceptualizing where we should go next in the stories of these great characters. And so I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have not read the first book, again, like I say, in all of these, you may want to go back and read Hard Conversations Book 1, or listen to it, Breadcrumbs to the Past. It looks like this. And then it will prepare you for the book that we just released, Hard Conversations Book 2, over and over, BJ Communicates. So if you need it, bjcommunicates.com. The holidays are coming up very shortly. This year is flown by, and so get it for someone else, right? Just by visiting bjcommunicates.com. I really appreciate you. Thank you for supporting a independent author, telling the stories of people of color in an uplifting way, because at this time, this juncture in time in the country, if you are in America, we need to be uplifted. We need to be seen as valuable. We need to know that our worth is worth something, that we are not mistakes, and we're worthy of healing, and we are worthy of being seen and respected and loved and appreciated and valued. And so you can do that. This is just one small stone of helping us to build the house of our own self-worth by telling the stories of urban people of color, right? And so I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Again, bjcommunicates.com for the books, Hard Conversations, Book 1 and Book 2. I appreciate you. Give me your review. Let me know on Amazon, barnesandnoble.com. After you've read it, let me know your review, and keep up with me on all social media at bjcommunicates.com. Have a great day.